Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, before we jump into the serious stuff, have you all been watching that Nier anime? Not only is it a great take on the game itself, combining playthroughs A and B into a new narrative and then adding a bunch more, but also each episode ends with a crazy puppet show, and like with all things Yoko Taro, it is 100% canonical. So every damn thing happening in the show means something in the greater Nier universe. And so, of course, fans like myself are losing their damn minds because the madman is literally putting in secret messages and blink and you'll miss it moments. Reddit user LifeDealer999 posted about one during the halfway point of episode 2 that translates to, how is it different from human intelligence? Which is just so Nier. And now a Google Doc exists, which I've linked below, that has all sorts of other ones that they've found. I'm sure they'll keep it updated as the show continues. Who knows? This could be something entirely new or kind of a retreading of some themes from the game. Either way, I figured we start there because it's just like devs enjoying their work. I say that because in other news, while Phil Spencer's going around giving speeches about how gaming can unite us and it needs to bring us together, Microsoft is laying off 10,000 employees. And while which parts of the company will be hit most is still in question, Bloomberg cites a source that says employees at Starfield developer Bethesda Softworks and Halo Studio 343 Industries will be let go. And according to Tom Warren on Twitter, it'll also include HoloLens, Microsoft Edge, and various marketing teams. These are the kinds of hard choices we have made throughout our 47-year history to remain a consequential company in this industry that is unforgiving to anyone who doesn't adapt to platform shifts, CEO Satya Nadella said. All of this, of course, coming at the same time that Microsoft wants to spend $67 billion on Activision Blizzard. Just let that sink in. They can afford that, just not 10,000 employees. This is why we need gaming and tech unions, gang. Speaking of unions, remember a few days ago when the CEO of Ubisoft was like, boy, we made a lot of mistakes, but hey, devs, we're gonna need you to pick up the slack on that. Well, not only did Yves Guillemot say that, he also cut games, planned a 200 million euro cut in restructuring, and put the onus of all of it on the devs to make the company right. All in all, shit move. In light of these recent events, on Tuesday, the Ubisoft Paris section of the tech-focused union Solidaires Informatique called on workers to stage a half-day strike on Friday, January 27th from 2 to 6 p.m. According to Guillemot, the ball is in our court, but the money stays in his pocket. If the request to employees to be especially careful and strategic with your spending is ironic considering the company's editorial strategy last few years, it is not funny. Solidaires Informatique also issued a list of 4 demands to Ubisoft. It's seeking an immediate 10% increase for all salaries to compensate for inflation and improved working conditions, including the introduction of a 4-day week. It also called for transparency on the evolution of the workforce both locally and globally, and a strong commitment against disguised dismissals and a condemnation of abusive managerial policies to push employees to resign. And while I'm pretty sure if they do get some stuff out of this, they're not going to get everything they want, but that's what bargaining's for, right? I just love them for trying. They deserve better. And while we're on the topic of something my European friends deserve, hey, you deserve a little bit more of me, which is why myself and the Scary Game Squad boys are going to be headed to London for WASD this March. The end of March through April 1 is this convention. It's going to be a lovely time, a lot of indie games. We're going to be doing some Scary Game Squad shows, and more importantly, we'll be hanging out during the day. So please, by all means, come see us. It's going to be a blast. Link down below. And hey, I'll see y'all there. And here tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.